Going everybody, it's Viscount Gregor Hawke here again, and this is my day 6 for the 100 shots a day for 100 days Pell challenge. And today I'm thinking about working on the 4-part drill a little bit, as well as the off body, like you all haven't figured that out. I'm going to be working on that quite a bit. But today I'm going to start out with the 4-part drill. And if you noticed, I'm wearing a different set of arms. These are actually my old arms, and the reason why is because this old demi, I need to make a new demi. It's binding too much and restricting me too much when out there fighting. And I've noticed that the last 3 times, I've only worn them 4, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new set of demis. But until then, I'm going to be training in my old arms just because I want to still have just a little bit. This doesn't hardly restrict me at all, so this is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 4-part drill, and I guess I'll be at a slight angle so you can see. But I started doing this drill a lot when I was using center boss shields, because I ended up doing a lot more sword blocking than I used to with the heater style. But I'm going to go ahead and just practice that anyway. And the reason why is there's been multiple times where I should be dead, like super dead, and I don't know how I do it, but I will catch a block like this and then just rifle off and get the kill, and I should be dead. I'm not thinking, it's all reactionary, it just happens. So that's why I want to keep that a little bit sharp, and I've been neglecting that. And that's another combination I've put thousands, tens of thousands of shots in on the Pell. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on hit mechanics. Things are going to be a bit slow, but that's how I like to work on the Pell. Mostly it's a slow work. So I'm just going to, what I'm doing is I'm simulating a sword block. And if you notice, it sets me up with my hip rotation, and I'll catch it right here. So I catch it, and then I strike. And then I'm simulating another block here, catch it, and then strike. The other thing I'm going to be working on, not so much presenting the sword like this, or like this when I'm striking. This is generally how I practice. It's pretty parallel. But what I want to do is when you're striking like this, say, and it comes in at a straight plane like this, you are actually presenting the majority of your sword to your opponent, giving a way better chance to block your stuff. So, something I've been preaching and I've worked on a little bit that I really need to start really working on is when I'm firing my shot, I just need to bring my elbow up higher and present the tip with the hip rotation. And what this does is it forces the opponent to block just pretty much the end of the sword instead of the majority of its length. So it's a much harder shot to pick up, and that's what we're going to be practicing today, nice and slow. At least for about 50 blows, and then I'm going to go into my body. So let's just get on with it. Let me make sure I'm at the right range, because I don't want to be too close. Okay, that's about right. All right, so I'm going to fire one, block, fire, block, fire, block. I just now realized I'm trying to present the tip more elbow up higher, and I'm screwing up because I'm talking. Now the other thing I have to worry about too, something that I practice a lot and I'm not doing it right now, is if you notice with my hip rotations, my door is opening and closing like, oh my God, it would be ugly. I'd get hit in the chest all day if I did that. And I don't want to ingrain a bad habit. So what I need to do is just micro move my shield as I'm moving. And do it nice and slow. That's a lot better. My door isn't moving up. I can kind of see it in the mirror. I'm kind of off to the side a little bit. Now I'm starting to sway more. And my technique is not doing what I was planning on doing. Up high, come on. Oh. It's kind of important to have that pause in there because you're simulating, you're picking up a block of it. God, it's amazing. This leg's burning. I just started. I'm doing it slow. Dude. Generally, I'd be wearing my helmet, but it's cold. I didn't want to put on a cold helmet, but I did want to come out here and tail, so at the very minimum, I've at least got my arms and elbows on. Oh, ankle's back. This, sword chops, this type of stuff, good for round shields. Anything that has a round top. You start doing that against heaters, like straight edge shields, you're just gonna chunk the shield. So, I need to really present. It means my elbow has to be here. Okay, up higher, that's better. So I think I want to get a little bit more of the off body in. And the main thing I want to do is do it with steps. So yesterday at practice, I did make it a point, if I saw the off body as an opening, I went for it. Now, it did pan out pretty good. I had some very awkward moments where things didn't just come together. And I might even have landed it, but it just didn't feel right. But there were other times where it all came together. And it was just like how I practiced, but with speed, and it was great. So that gives me all the motivation I need to keep practicing it, so I can, more often than not, throw it just right. Okay, I'm too close. That's the thing. This is all about gauging everything down to literally the inch. You need to be just right. There, see, there's my light. So I have to do this from here. Okay, that isn't gonna work. That's why I moved it yesterday. Okay, let's just put it here. Not too worried about the armpits, as I can see it from straight on anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and wreck the light. Sounds awesome. No, hip mechanics weren't there. And I did land a few of them where everything came together, but my back foot wasn't in the right position. Okay. So, step, step, not linear. Step off to the side, make them by this. They'll turn right in the armpit. Okay, I like that. Oh, I didn't hit my shield at practice. Thank God. At least it only happens in Pell training. That's a good thing. Off to the side, armpit. Okay, a little bit too close still. Still too close. I need to mark something right here. Okay, it's all about the feeling on the range. Just step wider this way. Okay, that's right, but I don't think I'm over far enough. Okay. Trial and error, my friends, trial and error. That wasn't so bad. Let me try to do a simulated rip as well, because I always do that. And it's because I'm dropping my corner, flaring that out. That's why I'm doing it. Has to be. Way better. So that. Curious how I look on the camera doing this. So this should be back on the other side where they almost have to kind of turn slightly to see. And if they turn, that's what I want. Even if it's just a slight body rotation. That's all I'm looking for. Something didn't feel right. I'm leaning back, I think, is what it is. That must mean I'm too close. Okay, that's better. Let me see. Okay, that's a simulated foot. I want this foot on the other side of that foot when I'm doing this. If I'm not going to have the angle for the shot, really. It's not too bad. Too close. I could feel it. As soon as I started the transition, I knew I was too close. Okay. What can I do? Wish I had a piece of tape. Could probably do somewhere. That's about right. Something feels weird. I can feel it when it's good. That wasn't so bad. That felt good too. Yeah, has to be right there, man. If I'm too close, it feels weird. I feel like I'm leaning back to compensate. Okay, after this one, we're going to try something. It's too close. All right. So there's one thing I do in my Pell training as well, is I practice my retreat. Because you don't want to get into a habit of doing what I'm doing, coming out here and then just kind of, that will become a habit. I've seen it happen in a tournament before. So what I should do while I'm practicing my off body is I should also take the opportunity to practice a retreat, keeping my shield up, possibly retreating away from the sword, something to that effect as well. Get my mind to think about that while I'm practicing and training, instead of thinking about it out there. So we'll go ahead and try that. And the next combo I'm going to want to practice too, here I'll show you in just a second. It's going to be something like this, but with drop the hammer and an exit strategy. More often than not, if I don't land the off body and I drop the hammer, I generally can get that one in there, for the most part. Nope. I did this with my other foot, so let me start over. was really linear. That was literally coming straight in. And that one felt freaking good. That's what I want to feel all the time. Getting that distance down, getting everything right, not leaning back. And it just feels right. Okay, that felt good too. Okay, that was linear as hell. That was straight in. I had a slight side step, but I was still moving straight forward. Lean back again, it's too close. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. I think I just dropped my shield though. I'm landing it right on the stake, should be up here. Still be a good shot, it's good. But if I'm that close, you have a much likelihood of getting tied up, or on your retreat, they might still be able to reach you, even if you're retreating away from the sword. Lean back again, too close, very linear. That felt good. You got a slight lean though. Oh, drop the corner. Felt good. That felt good too. Ooh, that one felt really good. Come on, keep going. Oh man. I love it. Alright, felt a slight lean, but that still felt half decent. Skimmed his head. Not really retreating properly. I think I'm holding my handle too tight because my hand's getting numb. Lean back, I was too close. I need to put a piece of tape there, big time. And then mark where I'm putting my pail. Okay. I think I'm feeling a little bit happy about that. Messed up my finger the other day though, it still hurts. So I'm thinking I'm happy today. Didn't do too bad at practice. Landed multiple off bodies. The majority of them I had to think about. There were a few that just happened. And eventually I want to get to that stage. So really appreciate you joining me for day 6. It's a good workout today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.